That's gonna be my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it just happened.
Right.
So I thought, well, we'll plan for that until it's here.
Who's the we? So
That's not what you. Ooh, what'd you get? You get a new toy?
Yeah, Mark.
no,
There's candles. Okay.
no.
All right, I'd like to welcome everybody. We tried doing this. Pledge allegiance. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Roll call. Ruby.
Present.
AG.
Here.
LG. Here. Bonnie Holstein.
Here.
Gary Yaros. Here. Via Rulo.
Yes.
Here. Well, your winter got extended. Going off tomorrow, so.
Indoors.
Not here. No, indoor Vegas, so. Maybe it'll be a little bit warm, but it's gonna be warmer than here. Either way. Any additions, deletions, or changes to the agenda? If not, then I need an agenda or a motion.
Approve the agenda. Motion.
Support. Motion support. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed? To the consent agenda. Oh, any comments on the agenda? Now, on to the consent agenda.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda. Pay bills total $649, $118 and 89¢.
Motion? Support? Any other discussion?
Yes. Under the, last January 27th meeting, Gary Yaris's name is missing as members present. January 27th, our last meeting,
Oh,
there's no Gary on there. He was there.
really?
He's down here on the very next one, so.
We skipped his name for some reason.
Oh, yeah, it says 7.
Yeah, sorry.
Good catch.
A little bit. Oh, easy. Yeah.
Roll call.
Roll call. Gary? Yes. And Katie?
Yes.
And Bonnie Holstein?
Yes.
Lydia Roman? Chris Rich?
Yes.
Brad Dooley?
Yes.
7-0. Tim's here.
Thank you, President Dooley. Couple of things. We're already having the building and grounds used by the community for the spring. And we like to see when the community wants to use our building. We have a vaccine clinic from the Humane Society that will be coming in April or May. In fire hose testing, we have a lot of the local fire departments test their hoses in our parking lot. So just wanted to get that out there that we like having those partnerships and allowing our community to use our facilities and grounds if available. Athletic director position, we want to thank Mr. Huber for his time here at Pinconning High School. He's leaving at the end of the week. We want to wish him luck in his new adventure. And you have approved the consent agenda to have an interim athletic director in Mr. Floyd. What we wanted, thinking behind that is we're probably not going to get many applications now, in February, where we could hold off to May and have that ready for the new year in the summer. And with doing this half teacher, half AD, maybe it's something that works. It's kind of a cool way to try it out for one season. And maybe that's something in the future we can do. It probably look a little different, but can be something.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you advertise now? Like open the position now just in case?
You can, but if you're not gonna actually interview, I don't know. You normally, once you post it, you're gonna do your interviews. And I would like to see if this works. If this is something that's good, then we will post it, but we will post it differently than what it's been in the past. So I get what you're saying, just to see what's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the only thing I do the hiring too, and it's like always hiring. If the right person comes along, I'll take them. Obviously, they found Mr. Huber at this time of year, so.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
So.
The teacher combo is not new.
They used to do it in the 90s, late 90s. We did that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Berman, Miss Leclerc, Jean Leclerc did that. Mr. Williams did it. So yeah, it's been done in the past.
What do you think of trainer/AD? That's a tough individual to find.
It's very difficult to find.
I
Yeah.
see the overlap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's different options that are out there, but most schools don't have a trainer by themselves right now. Like they're scrambling all over the state because there are not enough trainers. Finding one with a AD certificate.
I think that's the Gladwin has.
Gladwin has one, yeah.
So let's steal that.
But it's another it's another option. Yes. Any other questions about that? We'll keep talking about it. RFPs are being accepted currently for the soccer press box and the softball stadium seating. So if anybody's interested in submitting a proposal, they can get the information off the district website under the resources tab. So if you're at the district, you can see all the different things, and resources is one of them, and RFPs are in there. So we'll see what that brings us. The governor's budget proposal came out last week. The governor had proposed a $392 increase per pupil, which is a 4.1 increase. And there are many other increases for specific areas like special ed and at risk. I'm not going to get too excited, as I hope you're not, because last year we had the Senate, the House, and the governor all proposed about this big of a increase, and we got zero. So we'll see. It's nice to see that they're trying to do this, but I'm not going to get too excited until we actually see it. February 20th, we will honor Bucky Schumann at our basketball game, and it will be between the games. It will present a plaque that would be placed on our scoreboard pole. I do have some passes for any first responders who would like to attend. So if interested, they can call or email my office, and we would get that to them. So we're excited, as is the family, to get that presented. I attended the individual, I'm going to take Mr. Huber's info here, the wrestling districts on Saturday. We had a great showing. And we did have Alan Whiting, who finished third place, only lost once on the whole day. So he will be moving on to regionals in Hart, which is south of Ludington, all the way on the other side of the state. So they have a big trip to go on, and that's the regionals. So also Wednesday is our second count day. And congratulations to our boys basketball team for winning the division, and they will play Standish. It's funny with all the schools, 12 schools, Standish won the upper division, we won the lower division. So we play against each other, I think on the 18th, is that right?
Who gets home?
Okay.
Who gets home on that?
It's at Standish, from what I was told, correct, Ken?
That's what I or two?
Yeah, because they were saying this year the upper division gets the boys, the lower division gets the girls, and the next year they'll flip flop type thing. That's what I've been told. I haven't seen it in writing yet, but that's what I had heard that it is Standish again. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I checked today.
Good. Okay. Yep. So that's exciting. Things are going well. Any questions? Okay. Thank you.
Administrative staff.
The two elementaries will be having kindergarten registration on March 20. Linwood will host theirs and Central will host their own. We'll have a scavenger hunt for people that learn the layout of the building and things like that. So, see how that goes.
No, their feet. Working.
Yeah,
Working heat, yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's nice. It's not perfect, but it is so much better.
Yeah, since I was talking to Jeremy on the weekend, and he was in here on Saturday for quite a bit, trying to get through some stuff, so.
Got our students of the month first. So our high school students of the month, I have our freshman, Jaden Lee. She's nominated by Ms. Carson, who took our long-term sub position for a maternity leave. She said that Jaden participates in class, and does work, and is very respectful. Our 10th grader is Violet DePio, and she was nominated by Mr. Wharton. And he says that Violet comes into class always fully prepared and participates in class. She always has great ideas and does a great job at sharing them. Our 11th grader is Emily Corbin, and she was nominated by Megan Forkey. She says Emily is always ready for class and works to engage authentically with what we are working on in music theory and technology. The music she's written for class is always very well thought out and mimics what can be found for professional artists. She's a very kind human, building up her classmates and encouraging others to break out of their comfort zones. And our senior is Darius Cooper, and he was nominated by Mr. O'Loughlin. And he says that Darius had a very impressive first semester in his credit recovery class. He completed 4 classes, which was the second most of any of the students. He's now on pace to graduate on time. I'm very impressed with his dedication, his work ethic, and the respect he showed in the classroom. For those reasons, I think Darius is very deserving of this award. And I will say, on top of that, Darius has made leaps and bounds as to where he was, which has been super exciting. And our overall high school winner is Violet D. Peel. Just a little information, I had a meeting with the Sterling Health Clinic that's going in across the road. We had a meeting on Friday afternoon with them just to form a kind of a youth advocacy group that we're going to start trying to figure out who would be good for that. Just kind of putting those out into the school and just meeting with them. They would meet on a monthly basis, and this would be above and beyond like our peer mentors and just a different group of students that we would grab that might not necessarily be involved with a lot of things out there. And so we're going to sit down and look at that, and we're going to have some more meetings as well as they continue to go on. I know they had said that this spring they really want to start getting their doors open and getting that process going. So we're getting there. It's really exciting to have that.
All right, so middle school, students of the month for the month of January. 6th grade was Elijah Lee. He was nominated by Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas says that he's a hard worker and a great role model for our middle schoolers to look up to. Our 7th grade student of the month is Ashlyn Cloha. She was nominated by Mr. Frank. I feel like Mr. Frank nominates. He's always, that's so great. He says Ashlyn is a dependable student who is always giving her best. Every day Ashlyn comes into class with a smile on her face and is always ready to help her peers. And then 8th grade student of the month is Allison O'Loughlin, nominated by both Bridget Holmes and Clint Wharton. Ms. Holmes says Allison is such a pleasure to have in class. She is joyful, fun, and a hardworking student. Her work is outstanding, and she deserves to be recognized. Mr. Wharton says she is a student that works and engages in class. She is an overall joy to have in class. And the overall middle school winner for January is Allison O'Loughlin. Just a couple things going on in middle school. We just started a middle school Facebook page launched on Friday. Right now we have 77 followers, but tomorrow it will be announced to the middle school families and the staff. So I expect the followers to go up pretty significantly tomorrow. Middle school student council and peer mentors, I think, are going to the Bay County Youth Summit this Wednesday, February 12th, which will be held at the Grand in Essexville. This summit is going to address substance abuse or substance misuse. There's a speaker that they hire, and there's an art competition that kind of goes along with it. But students will be working in groups to identify challenges within their school, and they'll actually come back with a customized plan that they work together to put together. So we're excited for that opportunity. Middle school will be holding a Spirit Week the last week of February, 24th through 28th. It's going to conclude on Friday with the pep assembly, which we have not had since I've been here, so I'm really excited about that. It'll be sponsored by our student council at the very end of the day that day. And then we're also doing a middle school honors assembly, also first time since I've been here, and I think first time in a while. That will be held Friday, March 7th at 9 a.m., which is a half day. Students are being nominated by staff. Their the recipients will be invited, their families will be invited, but we're going to have a whole middle school student body attend. And this is actually being planned, and it will be mostly student-led assembly to really get students involved.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Who was in charge of the Facebook page?
Me. And then but not by myself. I have two right now that have come forward to help.
Two teachers. Two teachers.
Yes, two teachers. Yep. So they're all on the same level as me as administrators. So they can create content, delete content.
One thing we do say with our Facebook posts is that we will delete negative comments on there. The whole point is to honor our students, celebrate things. Sometimes people will start, negative stuff, and we tell them we will delete that. Sometimes they get a little upset. That's what the whole point is to celebrate, not to be grumpy.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much, really from the bottom of my heart, for giving me this opportunity. It was not an easy decision. There were several factors that came into play, but ultimately, I just felt like it was the best move for me career-wise, to move on to the next chapter, and then for my family as well, too, at this point. So, but I can't thank you enough, Andy, everybody, for giving me this opportunity, and I truly wish the best, moving forward. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, congrats and good luck.
Thank you.
Wayne? No. All right, non-consent agenda, the LACE rates project. Jeez. Yeah, stuff.
So this falls under the technology.
Not with community. No. I mean, it can if you want to.
I'm just trying to understand the military, so I wanted to change the command here.
Yeah, the committees meet as needed. If something comes up that's a big change, that they'll meet first and then bring it back to the board.
Yeah, this is the one that Jay spoke about last night, because they wrote the grant to fix the wiring.
It's all Wi-Fi, right?
Wi-Fi, that's what it was, yeah.
Well, like the entire school district? Or? Yeah, and it's over $80,000, but we're only on the hook for 25 because of Jay's efforts in the grant. Jay went through the quotes and everything, right?
Yeah. But it's only good for 7 years. We assume that in 7 years we're gonna have to put on another.
Well, it's technology. Technology is something that's regularly updated.
Yeah.
So the expectation is within 7 years we'll have the updated again.
So
What is E-rate a little bit? You describe what it is, because ISD's out for E-rate.
E-rates for that, they're probably going to describe it better than me. It's the state process,
It's like grouping it all together, isn't it?
federal.
It's federal grants,
They work, like if you go through them, they have the vendors, we work through them, so then they give us the best rates possible.
Yep.
So we don't have to go out looking, they already did it.
It's basically like Ramsey, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I didn't talk to Jay. I didn't really have much questions, but now I kind of do. Are we sending Wi-Fi out to like the softball field and stuff like that? When you go out there with a kid, be able to have that. It was just in our building.
And the buses, right?
Football.
We had it on buses, I think that stopped.
yeah, it did stop because it wasn't being used.
It wasn't being-
what the
yeah.
cost was, and we evaluated it and decided to take it off.
About a year ago, we stopped the bus Wi-Fi.
The football stadium.
Yeah, up that way.
The annex.
Still does, doesn't it? Stadium, annex,
Annex, yes.
maintenance building. I know we used to.
Yeah.
We used to shoot it from the elementary across, but I think they were gonna.
Yeah, they have it in those buildings for sure.
Discussion. Anita.
Move to approve Axiom and SSD to complete the wireless project pending E-rate approval. At a cost not to exceed $80,789.26, with the district obligation being $24,664.93.
And support. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Roll call. Gary.
Yes.
Bonnie.
Yes.
Katie.
Yes.
Paul is yes. Chris Ravish. Yes. And Leah. Duty.
Yes.
Yes. 7-6.
All right. That said, public comments.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Kenny Huber for all the hard effort and working with us at the boosters and that. Thank you, Kenny. I talked to Ryan, obviously Jessica's here, and Kim Ellsworth and some others that's on the boosters. And, it's been a pleasure working with you. Hate to see that people leave the county.
Anything else?
What was the date of the buck shooting?
The 20th, February 20th,
February 20th.
yes. Between games, so probably normally 7:15-ish, 7:30.
We don't want people being late this time. 7:00.
It's just 7:00, sure. I actually watched videos of like about 3 or 4 JV games, and none of them were
We want
finished
that
before
family here at
7:15.
6:30.
Yeah,
We got the family here at 6:30.
yeah, you're right.
Between games, right?
Between games, yeah. Yep. It's a good call,
Yeah.
Mr. Yaros.
Discussion items?
I was on a Zoom call. It was about an hour long. It was the MASD, and it was all about federal funding, basically. It's a big scare about taking away federal funding. I talked to Andy about it for a little bit. And basically they said, don't worry for the 2025-26 school year. They said it might come into play. And so like when Andy talks about this per pupil increase, that's going to be a tough one. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, anyways, there was about 1,000 people on that Zoom call, and everybody was up in arms about, are they going to take money away from these things? And it didn't sound like that's what's going to happen right now anyways. And it could be up for grabs another year, so we'll just keep an eye on
That was federal only though.
Federal,
State.
Yeah. Yeah, the state wants to increase,
Right.
Yeah.
but I think there's a lot of fear around there about the feds taking money out of schools.
Most of our feds are grant driven, like our
A lot.
food programs and our title and our special ed.
And then kind of going along with that, I met with Andy, was it last week?
Yeah.
We talked about marketing.
Yeah.
And, you know, Catherine noted that we've lost 66 kids year to, and we've been on a pretty steady decline. And so I think it's time we look at some marketing. And he said he's been the only one basically doing marketing. He did have a company helping him, but I think we might need a team of some just different eyes looking at it. You know, whatever volunteers or something like that. We'll put more on Andy's plate, give him something to do.
Thank you.
But I do think we need to look at marketing. It's been a steady decline for probably 10 years now. So, and then I did walk the buildings with Jeremy. Different topic. I did walk some of the buildings, just central in here with Jeremy. And I do think that that's another. Jeremy's doing a great job, working like a dog. We walked till after 7 o'clock, and he was ready just to keep going. It didn't matter. And like he was going to pull a toilet, I think, so he could snake a line. Anyways, I think he needs help, guidance, time. I don't know.
Do you think you have enough information now to maybe meet as a site committee, and we, 3 of us, could bring maybe some thoughts back to the full board? Perfect. For possible action, that would be a good way to move forward with some things you saw.
Yeah.
Let's start with the site committee.
Yeah.
We can hash out some thoughts and recommendations, and see if the board wants to move forward on any of that.
Exactly, because there might be some stuff that needs to be hired done, but a lot of stuff can be done in-house, and I hate to waste money, and I'd rather have, you know, buy-in from the community before we, you know, spend thousands or tens of thousands. So.
And I agree. I'm on site, so I'm happy to do that. And on the publicity, we could do the same thing with that if you want to start with 3 board members. I'd like to see where our students going. We get that report from time to time. The county can give that to us.
PASD gives us a report.
Do you know that off the top of your head?
It's various places.
Yeah.
We looked at that, I think, beginning of last year at my kid meeting. I know I looked at it as on the curriculum council of ISD.
Yeah, so I'm curious for in that game from any other district, because we do draw kids as well. Students, I mean.
Yeah, we talked about some good ideas, I think, but yeah. Well,
We haven't done that with Fogger that, or you just want to make it ad hoc?
Which one?
For publicity, maybe 3 board members
Well, we
volunteer
have-
for that?
What's-
She's on publicity already.
It's just
We
one
can help her
person.
out a little bit.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
one
one
person.
person.
Just reach out, see what the expectations were and how we can build out.
That's all it's always been, just one.
Here's one that's supposed to.
It-
Yeah, it is.
But in the past, we haven't done
We
it.
haven't done anything, so,
need to.
right? Throw
Mm.
maybe a couple more volunteers to help her out.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nice. Yeah. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
very good.
Any others? Not. Motion.
Just pace our growth so we don't outgrow our buildings. You know, we can't grow too quick.
Oh, man, wouldn't that be a good problem?
Yeah, it would
I
be.
think that would be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a good problem?
Being portable facts.
Oh, yes, we did.
Pretty old. Portable.
You need a motion to adjourn?
Yep.
I can make a motion to adjourn.
Support, either one of these 2. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Would you guys like me to send an email on to get it meeting scheduled?
Please.
How many days? That would matter before the next one?
I would have games right now on Mondays and Wednesdays. But that doesn't mean I can't meet before that.
Well, that's like meeting starts at 6, so you guys would meet at 5, then you think it'll take an hour? I know you're gonna.
Well, it could take.
The ISD.
I walk with. But just to start somewhere.
Who else is on? Brad can go any day. Anytime as long as you can.
He's out of town for a good.
It'll be after Brad.
Yeah, I guess that's.